Another week, another embarrassing Jets performance where I have to go on a rant and let it all out because that was an absolute pathetic performance from the New York Jets. And this is going to put the entire coaching staff on notice, the entire front office on notice, because things need to change. Because Jets fans are growing sick and tired of the same conversation week after week. The Jets outdid themselves tonight, folks. We go on Black Friday football, first time ever. Oh, we changed the quarterback, and they're expecting some difference on offense. You would have thought the offense looked worse with Tim Boyle, if not the same. I mean, it's hard for it to look worse because it's been terrible all season long. And the fact that we had to watch what happened at the halftime, before halftime, I want to rip my hair out of my head, folks. I want to rip my hair out of my head. Now, the Jets defense, they finally give us some life. Because going into this game, I said, folks, the only way the Jets can pull off this upset if the Jets defense balls out and gets pick sixes and gets fumbles and all that. All right, they did it. Brennan Eccles, pick six, his second career pick six, both of them against Tua. And then Greg Zuerlein missed the PAT. All right, down 10-6. All right, Dolphins going to try to press, maybe get 3 points back before half. DJ Reed picks him off. 2 interceptions on the last 2 possessions for the defense, and we can go into halftime with some momentum on our side. And the defense in the first half, they get a 4th down conversion, right? Sauce Gardner gets the pass deflection in the red zone, in the end zone, to force a turnover on downs. We only give up 10 points in the first half on defense, and we score. And what does the offense do? We gift 7 points back to the Dolphins by an incompetent Hail Mary. Tim Boyle does not have an arm. Now, I know that there's a debate like, oh, well, every team does Hail Marys, but you just take a knee. With 2 seconds left, go into halftime 10-6. I know that's a fluke play, and the last thing a coach is thinking about is like, oh, wait, we shouldn't do a Hail Mary because what if they return it for 100 yards? But still, that just shows the incompetence of this team right before your eyes. The Hail Mary is going to haunt us forever on Black Friday. And then you go up and open up the second half. The defense is out there, and they have to be perfect. And that's my biggest frustration with this, folks, is we have to rely on this Jets defense to be literally top 1 in order to win football games. And the reality is that's not possible. We can't rely on this Jets defense going up against one of the better offenses in the NFL and pitch shutouts and stop them to fit 10 to 17 points. You got to score on offense to win. And I'm so sick and tired of people saying this Jets defense is overrated and the Jets defense is not as good as everybody thinks. You give this Jets defense an average offense, and you will see what happens. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're putting any of this blame on the Jets defense. I'm sorry. Yeah, you look at the score, 34 points. Okay, I understand these past 2 weeks they've given up 30-plus points. But the reality is, this Jets defense is on the field for 75% of the time because of how bad this offense is. 3 and out after 3 and out, punt after punt. This defense has to go out there and literally be elite top tier in order to win. The Jets have 4 victories this season, all because of the defense. All 4 of those wins the Jets have, the offense had no impact in those wins. It's not sustainable. You cannot expect a team to go far into even touching the playoffs with that much of an incompetent offense. You talk about all the best defenses in the NFL, Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles. What do all those teams have in common? They have a good offense to complement it. That's why they are playoff teams. That's why they're Super Bowl contenders. It does not matter how elite your defense is if your offense is bottom of the barrel. We might be able to stay afloat and be a wild card team if the offense was even middle of the pack, but we can't even touch below average. They are incompetent. Offensive line, atrocious. Quarterback play, whether it's Zach Wilson, whether it's Tim Boyle, doesn't matter. Nathaniel Hackett is in over his head. Running game, non-existent. They can't move the ball. Robert Saleh, just not having this team prepared. We bench Al Lazard. Great. You discipline him. You give the young players an opportunity. For what? There's nothing happening on offense. I feel like I'm saying the same thing week after week. Every rant feels like I'm saying the same thing, and it's so frustrating because now everybody wants to fire the coaches, and it doesn't feel like that's even going to happen because we're handcuffed by Aaron Rodgers. If you want Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback next year, Nathaniel Hackett's not going anywhere. That's the thing. Without Hackett, there's no Rodgers. So now I know some people are like, okay, then let Rodgers walk too. I mean, that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. And it's driving me nuts. It's driving Jets fans nuts. We all don't deserve this. We just don't. Jets fans deserve so much better. And this is my rant. I'm going on a big rant right now, as you can tell. And it's just so frustrating, you know. Listen, I honestly thought that the Jets would be able to be competitive in this game because of the defense. But the reality is you can't rely on this defense to force 4 turnovers in a game with that incompetence of the offense. Oh, Tim Boyle has a knowledge of the system. BS. I thought that would be a difference. This offense looked just as bad with Tim Boyle, if not worse. So the obvious thing is, it's not a quarterback issue. It is a systemic issue. It is an organizational failure. It is just an absolute incompetent mess. And this is going to be a long week heading into next week against Houston because the season is now over. The Jets are 4-7, and you can't even stomach the fact of what's to come. So feel free to let me know in the comment section what you guys think, man. I'm pissed off. I'm livid, as you can see. If you're a Jets fan, I know that you guys can relate to me. If you're a Dolphins fan, you're smiling through your screen. Congratulations to you. All right? Screw off. It's such a disappointing feeling, man. But the reality is this Jets team is spiraling downward, and we lost 4 in a row, and things are not looking pretty. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'm pissed. Peace.